Like I said, I've never, I haven't said anything. Hey, hi, hello, and welcome to the show. My name is DDare Bionic, if you did not know, and I am black with a DIY video, bitch. Let's get into it. This particular video is going to be the, accoutrements section of the video. So there will be 3 videos in this Halloween costume DIY series. 1 making the garments, 1 making the accoutrements, and 1 with the wiggulations. So this is your accoutrement video. Hello, welcome. I am making all of my bonus pieces for my costumes out of EVA foam, which I've never done before. I'm very excited to do said thing. And the way I saw online, that was the best way to do it, was to use a pattern. So, or to make a pattern using duct tape. Now, I don't have any duct tape, and I was not about to spend $7.99 on some duct tape. But I have painter's tape here somewhere. Somewhere about the home, there is painter's tape. Let me find this tape. I'll be right back. I'm gonna call y'all back. Found it. Now, what I'm making is taller than my head. So what I'm gonna do is kind of make like a guide for where the base will be. And then from there on the pattern, I will draw the actual shape. So I was also supposed to have plastic wrap so the duct tape doesn't stick to my head. But you know what also works? Just doing it the opposite direction. Like with the sticky part on the outside. Okay, so I think I want it to be about there. I think that's good. And I can see how this would be much easier with duct tape or with the, what do you call it? Now that feels maybe, oh no, I think that's good. The whole point of this is to kind of have a template so you make it to fit your head perfectly. So I'm just gonna do a couple go rounds of tape. It obviously won't be this tight on my head once it's cut out of the foam, but that seems good, I think. All right, and I know this looks like just a strip, but obviously it will be the shape of my head, and I can actually do this. Marker. I'm just gonna mark on here where the side is, because I'm gonna do it in 2 pieces. I'm gonna set this to the side, and I'm gonna take my shirt off so that I can do the shoulder bracer piece. Good, the niblets aren't showing. Okay, so this piece is, I can't decide which shoulder I want it on. Do I want Jack Skellington to be showing, or do I want my Phoenix to be showing? Well, honestly, it's gonna be covered up either way. So I think I'm gonna just mold it off of this shoulder, because I believe this, I think I want it to come this way, the garment. Okay, so I'm gonna do this shoulder. I don't really know how it's best to do this part. All right, here it is. Here's our little shoulder armor moment. Like that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I could honestly even like mimic this bottom shape and make it go down a little more. Maybe I could have made it a little bigger. I'm gonna cut open this EVA foam. I hope this is enough. Let's just open it up and see. Actually, I'm gonna move you and then we'll open it up and see. Hold on. All right, y'all, we're back. I got my EVA foam open. Got my templates here. Got my X-Acto knife. And here's what we're working with. Oh, this will be plenty. This is how much foam we have. It doesn't even fit in the camera. So I think this will be fine. I got this from Amazon.com. I wanted to, a little trick if you have something that's rolled one way and you want it to kind of lay flat, roll it the opposite direction gently. Don't like fully roll it up, but just give it a light roll in the opposite direction of how it's folded. I could have done that a little better. Little light roll, like so, like that, as Auntie Tab would say. And now it's flat. Let's get to making our template. So I'm gonna start with the shoulder piece. And like I said, I think I am gonna make this a little bit bigger than what it is. And from what I've seen, the best way to go about this is to kind of maybe split this in half. So this is the front and this is the back. And what we'll do is just cut this right down the middle. So it will lay flat. And that way we have our pieces and we can glue them back together once we're actually putting them together. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw this out. And like I said, I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. So we'll do that big. And you're literally just tracing around the shape. All right, now our X-Acto knife should cut through this because it's not super thick. If not, I'll go grab my box cutter. Perfect. There we go. We've got a little shoulder bracer. All right, we're gonna set those to the side for now and work on our helmet. And I think I'm gonna do the exact same thing as I did with that piece. I'm gonna cut this in half. And this will be the front. Honestly, pretty great that that is actually sticking. This is the front and this is the back. Put it that way. All right. Part of me is wondering if I should do this in two pieces, like cut this off, glue that together, glue this together. Actually, I think that's how I'm gonna have to do it because this needs to be rounded in a particular way. So what I'll do is cut this out properly, and then I'll cut this. All right, so I think I may have found a solution. So what I need to do, I think I fucked up. Basically what I need to do is like cut these and yeah, okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Cut the tops off. Now we cut this side off. Now they're too small. Now they're too small. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, I definitely don't have enough left to remake this. I think I'm just gonna have to order more foam. Dadgummit. I'm gonna have to order more foam. I'm not gonna be able to make this work with the pieces I have left without it looking crazy. So I'm gonna jump on Amazon and order some more foam real quick. Hopefully it'll come tomorrow. But that's not gonna stop me. This is still looking good so far. I'm gonna put it on, hold on. It fits, so at least I don't have to remake that part. Oh, it's sideways. There we go. Do you know who it is now? Is it coming to you? Are you understanding who it is?
Hey, you kids! Get out of my moat! It is not made to be played in! I must remember to destroy those kids after my breakfast has been eaten.
No, honestly, at this point, I'm just gonna tell you, I'm gonna be Mojo Jojo for one of the costumes. But let's go over to the kitchen so that we can
have some breakfast.
Hello, welcome back to making custom accessories for my Halloween costumes. I'm finally up. Look, y'all, I get my nails done tomorrow. Look at this. This is a mess. Look at this. A mess. I still kind of have no idea what I'm gonna do for my nails, but I will take you with me maybe tomorrow. We'll see what happens. But where I last left you, I had kind of failed with making the helmet because I had cut it wrong and whatever, blah, blah, blah. Well, let me show you. So I got my new EVA foam, and I actually got a thicker, I don't know if you can tell, I got 4 millimeters instead of, that's what the MM stands for, right? Instead of 1, because I felt like it would look a little bit better. I also am considering getting like a glossy top coat to go over the top. Right now, what I'm going to do, however, is, I've already told you, I think I told you, I don't know, by the time you see this, either by the time you see this video or I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm doing Medusa. Medusa is the other costume. So it's Mojo Jojo and Medusa. All right, those are the 2 costumes that I'm doing. I'm going to spray paint my snakes. I don't know if I'm gonna do all of them. I might do half spray painted gold and then half I might leave regular color, like this color, so I can have some like interesting little things. But gold definitely for accents and stuff like that. And then the other day, I ordered and received these snakes, which are more of what I wanted these to be like. So I'm kind of like, I wish I had just bought, I wish they all looked like this. So these snakes, while they are curved at the head, which actually will work pretty well for what I'm doing, can still be straightened out. So I'm gonna take 2 of these, I think they're 27.5 inches. I'm gonna take 2 of these and put them together. So the snake heads are clasped together. I might even make it like, I'm gonna make like a little waist gauntlet holder thing. I might even do like a double, like somehow glue these together. So I'm gonna spray paint these gold as well. I'm not gonna take you outside with me because I'm hoping to be outside for a literal minute. It's cold outside in St. Louis today. Finally, the fall weather has arrived. So I'm gonna take my Rust-Oleum Imagine metallic gold spray paint. I'm gonna run outside, spray paint all these snakes that I need to get spray painted, and then I'll be back in shortly to show you what everything looks like. Now, I honestly have no intention of using these today. I don't think I'll be able to. Mostly because I'm not fucking with the wig until the very end of this. I want to get all the sewing and making out of the way first, and then once I get to like the painting phase, then I'll start fucking with the wig and stuff. But these snakes look really good. I tried to leave them outside as long as I could so they could kind of lose some of that spray paint smell. They still smell like spray paint, so I mean, it is what it is. But look at them. The little golden snakes. Little golden snakes. All right, let's get to, oh, maybe they're not quite dry all the way. Oh no. Oh well, it's fine. Moving on to something else. Do y'all remember the boots with the jewels? The boots with the jewels. Well, I am removing the jewels. I said that all is one thing. I am removing the jewels so that I can spray paint these white for Mojo Jojo because I'm not about to buy a pair of white boots. It's not gonna happen. I can get the white off. It'll be fine. Also, I can just spray paint them black over the top of the white. I really don't care. So I'm peeling the jewels off so that they don't look crazy with the spray paint on top of them. And yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. This is very easy. I used E6000 to put the jewels on, and it just peels off. So they're coming off in like strips at this point. So shouldn't take too long. I'm going to spray paint these white, and then I'm going to do some sewing, I think. I don't know. I still have so much to do. I'm so help me. EVA foam. My boots no longer with the jewels, unfortunately. They are now boots with the whites. I don't know. Boots are outside drying, and then I will do another coat of white spray paint on those. So right now I'm going to start over. Thankfully I have my template still with the helmet from Mojo Jojo and the like bracer gauntlet thingy for Medusa. So we have our EVA foam. This was enough last time, but you know, we did some things wrong. So let's do it right this time. And we're gonna start with Mojo Jojo. So I have my 2 pieces, which I honestly should probably just cut as one whole piece. Now that I think about it, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna start with this and work my way from there. I'm gonna turn my stove on low, and I want to stress, do not do this at home. I saw that you can do this online. I don't have a heat gun. I'm not teaching you how to do this, okay? But from what I saw online is you can just kind of hold it on the heat and sculpt it, and it will hold that shape. I think what I want to do first is glue this to the inside of this. And unfortunately, I don't have barge, which is what most people use. But I do have this Gorilla Glue Clear that is like a gel based, you know. Alright, so during this time lapse, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I wasn't super happy with how it was turning out at first. This is after a couple days. I got the new EVA foam. As you can see, it's a little bit thicker. I think this is a 4mm, and I initially got it at 1. So I glued it all together, held it down with clamps overnight, let it cure for 24 hours because that Gorilla Glue that I was using had to cure for 24 hours. And also used some crazy glue, like super glue, because it helped the combination of the two helped it dry down faster. But then I still was stuck with the top, and I made several bad decisions as far as making the domed part of it. But it ended up turning out really good, and you will see that at the end of this clip. It looks really, really good once it's painted. But that's why I like making these DIY videos, because I want y'all to know that it's all about trial and error. Even people who are super experienced, even more experienced than I am, still fail sometimes and have to redo and fix and make solutions. So don't ever stop. You can do it. Like I said, things always turn out the way they're supposed to. This is before it's painted, and I decided kind of with the top that I would make it look like his brain and give it a little bit more of a like cartoony feel. So this is what it looks like finished without any paint or without the extra like lines and stuff like that, which you will see here soon. But I am very proud of how it turned out. And we're back. I did some more work yesterday on the Mojo Jojo helmet. And I made a decision. I'm gonna make it look like his brain is coming out of the top. So I'm gonna go a little more of a ooky spooky horror themed Mojo Jojo. Instead of the like actual cutesy bootsy. So here, let me show you what the helmet is looking like at the moment. I mean, is it not giving Mojo Jojo? Like, obviously it doesn't have the paint on it yet. It isn't quite ready yet, but let me put it on so y'all can see. It's quite tall. And it fits like perfectly. It might be a little too tall. But it is what it is, bitch. I ain't cutting it. This took me a long time to get to. So I'm gonna start working on adding some of the details. I really want the stripes to kind of look 3D. So like, I'm gonna see if I have enough of this foam left to make them actually out of the foam so they can kind of sit on top. I have heat sculpted my shoulder piece, and I've had a really cool idea about what to do with this. So this I'm gonna start working on next. I don't really have much time. I get my nails done in like an hour. So I think I'm gonna finish up as much as I can with this and get it spray painted. That way it can be ready for actual paint once I come back. So we shall see what happens. Okay, so here we are. I'll show you the Mojo Jojo in a second, but I did just kind of like put this together. It looks really good. It's only super glue right now. I'm actually gonna put a rivet in it once it's spray painted. Cause I like the look. The rivets are like kind of rusted looking. But isn't it so cool? It's exactly what I wanted. I might round out that shape at the bottom. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. But I'm gonna add some eyes, some like snake eyes. And I had the idea, came to me in a dream, to put two, I have these little studs. So I'm gonna put studs on the end so it kind of looks like a pit viper. I think those are pit vipers that have the little like thingies coming up on their nose. I don't know, I think it'll look cool. So I have about 40 minutes before I have to leave to go get my nails done. So I'm gonna do a couple of more things. I'm not gonna spray paint now because I don't want to leave them outside while I'm gone. Honestly, I probably could. Maybe I will spray paint now. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm gonna do a base coat of white on Mojo Jojo. It looks so good. Let me get it up close on it. Ah! Up close, look at it. It looks super good. Don't mind the patch in the back. I've carved the top out to kind of look like a brain. And all I have to do, so I'm probably not gonna spray paint this because all I have to do is make the little gems that are on the front. And I'm probably gonna do that when I get home with like that, I forget exactly what it's called, but like you put it in hot water and melt it and it like, they're like little pearls. I'll show you when I get home from getting my nails done, but that's probably what I'm gonna do for that. Yeah, we're making some good headway. I'm very proud of how the things are looking. This, I'm super proud of. It's gonna look so cool once it's like detailed and etched down and like actually made to look like what I want it to look like. I haven't decided if I want to add fangs to it yet, but that might be really cool too. I don't know. I'm really excited about how this is turning out, y'all. It's giving. Hello friends, I'm back. This is day 175 of working on these pieces. I am about to, I told myself I was not going back to Joann, but I've got to go back to Joann. So I'm about to go back to Joann today. Joann, sponsor me. I know y'all need influencers and I'm influencing the masses. The girls know where to get their stuff from. Going back to Joann, but before I go to Joann, I'm actually going to spray paint my pieces, and I'll show you them in just a second. A coat of white on the Mojo Jojo as like a primer, and then gold on the Medusa shoulder bracer gauntlet thing. as a base. So I'm gonna do that. I'm putting gloves on. So I just got my nails done yesterday. I'm putting gloves on so I don't get any what do you call it? Any spray paint on my hands, on my nails, and fuck up my absolutely gorgeous stunning and amazing nails. And at the hardware store, I bought some little like dust cover masks. What the fuck? Oh, some of these so that I can spray paint and not inhale spray paint, which I don't really give a fuck, but I know it's really bad for you. And I have been spray painting for a really long time, like years. I went through a phase of spray paintings, like doing mixed media stuff. So should probably protect my lungs a little bit more now that I'm getting older, and cover them up with a respirator. So I will be right back. Okay. Mask is applied. Let's go outside. Okay, so here are our pieces. I don't know if you can actually hear me. Here is Mojo Jojo. Gonna get a nice even coat of white on that. I'm gonna do his brains out at the top. So that's why it looks like that. Here is our Medusa head. Our little snake gauntlet. Gonna spray paint this gold, and then I'll do some brown accents to kind of make it look leathery. And then I'm gonna spray paint these shoestrings too. I don't really want to. I hopefully can find some long white shoestrings. I don't know. I don't know about this. I might not do these because I can't even find shoestrings this long. So we'll see what happens with these. I'm gonna hold these off to the side for a minute, but this spray paint is really, really good, y'all. This Artist Acrylic Revolution, very good. And if there's another one in this white color, I'm actually gonna get it because it is very good and it's very low odor. So I highly recommend this if you see it in stores. So I'm gonna go to Joann. I only need one thing. Oh, let me show you. New developments, people, new developments. My partner brought me this white fur that I attempted to dye black from Mojo Jojo. Obviously, it did not take. Well, it took, but it did exactly what I thought it was gonna do. It turned this honestly very pretty blush color. It's like a purpley pink. But I was using RIT for natural dyes. So what I'm going to Joann for is RIT for synthetic dyes. If that works, we will be using this. If it doesn't work, we won't be using it. I'm back from Joann. Ooh, this lighting is good. I'm back from Joann. I have my snake head. The white spray paint takes just a little bit longer to dry, but this one is pretty well dry. So as you can see, we have these little spots where I would like for the eyes to go potentially. What is that? Oh. So, but what I'm gonna have some foam left. Very little. I'm gonna cut some circles out, paint them black, and pop them in there and see if that doesn't look like a snake eye. We shall see. But I also am going to use my little X-Acto knife and cut some scales into this and then dry brush over it with a brown, like a watered down, or not dry brush, I'm sorry, wet brush over it with a watered down brown paint to give it a little bit more of a leathery, textured kind of look, also a scaly look. And then I'm gonna fit this to my shoulder. I'm gonna take my shirt off in, but like, look, it kind of already works. I'm gonna fit this to my shoulder. I'm going to attach the thread here with the rivets. Let's get to it. Let's do some maybe shaping with our little sandpaper here. I'm gonna turn on some anime and just get going, honey. All right, and here I am, buffing, shaping, sculpting, filing. If y'all follow, I forget what her name is on TikTok, but she says it all the time when she gets her nails done. Anyway, so here I am doing all the things I said I was about to do. I'm making little scores. I'm making eyeballs for these, for this snake. I ended up, instead of doing round eyes, I did little slits that I painted black, and I painted the inside of the eye, little socket area, a gradient of green to dark green to black. So you'll see that in the final product. I think it actually turned out really, really nice. And the wet brushing didn't necessarily work as well as I wanted it to. It gave it a little bit of you know, some, but it really didn't do what I wanted it to do. So I ended up actually dry brushing over top of it, and kind of making it look a little bit more aged and rustic. And I think it turned out really, really well. So enjoy me using an X-Acto knife and hand carving these individual scales one by one on the top and the bottom. And like I said before, it was only super glued together to hold it together while I spray painted it. Yeah, this is me analyzing the fact that the wet brushing is not working. Like at all. It really is not doing the job at all. Hello. Okay, so my pieces are painted. Look at this. Isn't that so good? This honestly looks almost exactly how I saw it in my head. Honestly, it looks a little better. And then here's the bottom. It's got like a little bit of a dragon aesthetic to it. You know, it's kind of sickening. So now we're at the point where I do believe I want it to sit like this. I think this is what I'm looking to achieve. Now I'm going to attach the rivets to this. I read the package, it says I'm supposed to have some kind of specific rivet tool. Guess who doesn't have a rivet tool? So we're gonna wing it. We're gonna test this out on a spare piece of foam and see what happens. But I know exactly how I want this to look and where I want it to go. So flipping you back to time lapse. Right now, I really should be sewing. I really should start sewing, but I want to get all the painting done first. So we're gonna start working on our Mojo Jojo helmet here. It's not perfect, but it's actually really freaking cool. I'm very happy with how it turned out. Got the brain on top. You really can't see because of my light, but we've got the brain kind of carved out on top. I've got a neon purple, a darker, this is just called deep purple. I can't decide which one of these I want to use. I might combine the two, but I do like the idea of the neon purple, so we might go with this. I have this metallic silver, obviously for the bottom, and honestly what we might do is this purple on the stripes and then the neon purple on the little crystals. That could be cool. And then I have a white and a red for the brain to make pink because color theory. I went to art school. So I'm just gonna get started. I got my little palette that has kind of become a little bit of a Jackson Pollock moment because of all the colors that I put on here, and it was serving a different purpose and it ended up being my palette for my paint. So let's get it going. I'm gonna throw you into time lapse. Okay, it's time for a little update. I am finished with it. The last thing I need to do is spray the gloss coat on it. But here it is. It looks very good. I'm very proud of it. The brain is very cartoony like I wanted it to look. I probably should add some black just so it, or some like actual just red. But I'm gonna spray it down with this Kryolan extra clear gloss coat, and Mojo Jojo's helmet is done. I don't have to look at it anymore. I feel like I could have done a little bit better of a job, but again, that's why I like making these DIY videos, because it's all trial and error. It fits well enough. It looks really good. I'm proud of it. I'm very happy with where it is, and I am also happy to see how far my fabrication skills have come. So this is a win for me. Like, it looks really fucking good. I'm very, very proud of it. So, like I said, I'm gonna spray it down with the Kryolan, let it sit outside. I hope it's not raining. Let it sit outside, and then I'm gonna move on to Medusa's, actually, I'm gonna move on to Medusa's chain belt, but I also need to cut and just start working on Mojo Jojo's top. It is intimidating me, and you will see how it goes in that video, the sewing video. But whew, child, I just need to do it and get it done, and it'll be okay. So I'll see you then. Bye. All right, friends, I showed you Mojo Jojo's hat, helmet thing. Let me show you this. One moment, please. It's a snack. I think it turned out really cool. It's got some things up in there. It's got the cord attached. It fits. You will see it in the sewing video fully on and like how it all goes. And then this is my little snake belt. All done, all attached with rivets. And then I think that's everything as far as this video. So thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you like this DIY content because I really like doing it. It's a lot of fun. Again, my name is DDare Bionic. Thank you so very much for watching. If you want to support, the link down below will lead you to my link tree with all of my social media, merch, Lunar Tides hair color. If you want to support that way, all goes to directly support the channel. And with all that being said, I'll see you in literally the next video where I'll be sewing and making the actual garments themselves. So I will see you in that video. I love you very much. Mean it. Bye. Bone here. Yeah, that's how it's gonna go. All right, hold on, y'all. I gotta figure something out because honestly, I'm not gonna be able to do this shoulder without being able to stick it to myself. So let me devise a plan and I shall return momentarily.